Hey guys, what the fuck is up? It's Heather, and this video is going to be a story time of the times I've met Palaye Royale. I feel like every time I've met them has been a unique experience. Maybe this video will help someone out who's like meeting them soon or wants to meet them. So here we go. If you're from my Twitter, you might be like, I thought you hated them. I don't hate them at all. I made a thread exposing them, but it was mainly talking about like hate in their fandom, like some questionable things that have happened, but I don't hate them. I love the band a lot. I love the people in the band. They're just great overall, just A1. Don't get it twisted. The first time I met Palaye was July 20th, 2017. I went originally to go and see my friend who was going to drive down to New York to go to the Pennsylvania show. I was so excited. I was so hyped. We got there. VIP was A1. And during VIP, oh god, I was so dumb. I was like
crying in the club.
Like, don't do that. I'm so annoying. I was wearing a black turtleneck because do it for the fashion, right? He was like, props to you for wearing a black turtleneck in summer. But then after VIP, we met them. Meeting them for the first time was great. Like, the first concert was truly, like, incomparable. I had written Emerson a letter in French, and I was, like, gonna write one in English just in case he was like, oh, I can't understand French, and I forgot the English letter. I was like, oh my god, I wrote you a letter in French, but I'm so sorry, like, I don't know if you can read this. And he was like, no, oh my god, it's so nice to get a letter in French, like, thank you. And I was like, what the fuck just happened? After we met them, we went inside for the show. We had a really great time, and at the end, Emerson threw me his drumstick. My most prized possession, to be honest with you. So this show was in like, it was a place where you would have like a children's birthday party. It was this indoor kind of warehouse looking place with like a tiny little stage area, and then you come out and it's just like video games and a food court and like an inflated bouncy house, which was deflated, an indoor basketball court. It was really cool. But after the show ended, we went to their merch table to get stuff signed because they usually like sit at their merch table at the end of shows, and they were kind of just like all over the place around the merch area. And so we went up to Emerson first and I got the drumstick signed, and my friend got something signed by Remington, and then we went back over and we played basketball for a while. And this is when it gets like unique. What other concert, probably ever, is going to have an indoor basketball court? The indoor basketball court was like here, and then like there was a long hallway, and at the end was their dressing room, I believe. And at the time I thought it was a door to go outside. I kept walking down to their dressing room, never come out of it. They would only walk into it. So I just assumed that they were going outside, I guess. We were just like hanging out, and so we're playing basketball. They keep walking down the hallway, and every time they walk by the hallway, they would like smile, or they'd just be like, hey, like, it was so cute. So I take a break from basketball for like 3 seconds on my phone, and then as soon as I put my phone down, I look up, and Emerson is like walking towards me, and I'm like, oh, he's not walking towards me, whatever. But I stand there because I was like, maybe I'll just say hi or something. And so he walks up to me, and I was like, are you stopping right now? Like, he takes my hand, and I was like, and then he just like writes a signature thing on it, and he literally doesn't say anything. I don't say anything because I'm like in shock, and then he just walks away, and I was like, what? I don't know why that happened, but I'm so happy that it did. I'll always remember that. So another iconic moment I should add from this concert was we found some like tickets from the game sitting on a trash can, and we remembered the vine where a girl goes up to the ticket counter at some place, like, and she's like, how much weed can I get for these?
Can we get Day Kush with this?
No. So we went up to Remington and asked. He said no. He was very shook, and I felt bad, but it was still funny. So the second time I met them was September 18th. The venue was really, it was a venue. I think that's how most venues are, to be honest. Like, it's just like, oh, that's a venue. That's not much else to say about it. We went to VIP. Already, something seemed kind of off. Emerson wasn't really like speaking, and he kind of seemed like not into it at all. Sebastian seemed kind of pissed off. It's whatever. Like, we all have bad days. VIP was great, as always. Afterwards, we met them. This is the tragic part. I wrote Emerson another letter in French like I had done in July, and I was like, oh my god, if he remembers the one I gave him in July, I will be so happy. I gave him the letter, and he didn't remember me. Like, I gave him the letter in French and the flowers because I get him flowers every time I meet them. I was like low-key upset by it, but I was like, it's chill. They meet so many people. So then after the show, I was like, okay, I just want to get a picture like just with Emerson because he's my fave. Oh, I love him. Like, I waited by the merch table for a while and I felt bad like waiting there. I don't know if I felt bad or just awkward. I was like, okay, he's bound to come back like sometime. Like, Remington and Sebastian were at the merch table and I waited for like 45 minutes and he never showed up again. The third time I met them was that same week. I met them on Monday of that week and Friday. There were more people there for them. They were clearly like in a better mood than the last concert. Emerson's girlfriend was there. It was just already like the energy was so different. We waited like an hour after VIP was supposed to start. It was in an alleyway in DC, another unique spot. Like, VIP was great as always, and they played a Shawn Mendes cover and I was like shook AF. So we met them after VIP and they were so nice as always. They remembered my friend and I from the concert on Monday and I was like, oh my god. So I gave him a letter and I didn't write this one in French because I was kind of just like, I think I kind of just like gave up. I was like, what is the point? Does he even read them? Because I was starting to think that like he didn't read them at all and I was like, okay, well, since it doesn't really matter, I'm not gonna waste my time and write something like in French. So I wrote a very generic like short English letter, gave him the flowers and the letter, and then I walked away. He was like, oh my god, the letters that you wrote in French. I was like, yeah, I spent time like translating them, and I was like, well, I was like, holy shit, like, I should have wrote that in French. Also, Remington noticed that my outfit matched all the flowers that I had given them, like, every show I'd gone to, and I was like, I didn't plan that, but that's really cool that you noticed that. So VIP was amazing, but the actual show was a struggle. I got stuck behind this, like, 30-year-old man who just would not move. He was not there for Palaye, he was only there for Sleeping with Sirens, and I asked him that when the show first started. I was like, are you here for Chase Atlantic and Palaye Royale? And he was like,
I don't know who those people are, I'm here for Sleeping with Sirens.
And I was like, okay, cool. Like, can you please just move over a little bit until Sleeping with Sirens goes on? Because I'm leaving when Sleeping with Sirens comes on. And he was like,
no.
And I was like, okay, like, whatever. Maybe he'll, like, change his mind, like, when the show actually starts. So the show starts during Chase Atlantic. I leave it be. And I'm like, okay, the only thing that I need to worry about is Palaye because they're who I'm getting hyped for. I was still, like, in the front row, but this man was just uncomfortably close to me. Chase ends and I'm just getting more infuriated and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna like jump around during Palaye. I'm gonna rock his shit because he is not moving and maybe this will make him move. Palaye comes on, I'm jumping, I'm screaming in this man's ear, and some girl even throws up during the set. And Emerson hands my friend a bottle of water and she pours it on throw up because security didn't come and clean it up. It was really weird. Still, all of this happens and this man will not move. During like Chase Atlantic and Palaye, like the intermission, his girlfriend comes up holding like 2 big cups entirely full of like some sort of alcohol, and they're like spilling it and like just going like this with the cup. Do not go to barricade and hold your full cups, okay? If you want a drink, go stand by the bar. So his girlfriend is there now, and he decides to, you're supposed to stand like this at a concert. He's standing like this, and his girlfriend is like this with him. He's like here, I'm like right here, like kind of like between him and like behind him, but I'm trying to get more like between him because he has fucking room to move. People left when Palaye was coming on, and he had plenty of room on the side to move over. During Get Higher, I was like, okay, I don't care about this man. That sounds so evil, but I was like, at this point, this man has given me no reason to see that he is humane and kind to people. He is a jerk. So during Get Higher live, there's this part where everyone just like goes very low to the ground, and then everyone like jumps back up. And this man was fucking old, okay? He couldn't get up in time. So when I got up, I kicked him. I literally just kicked him in the back with my heel. And so after the set ends, I don't have to deal with asshole guy anymore. We go upstairs to merch. No one was upstairs because Sleeping with Sirens hadn't come on yet. It was only Palaye and Chase Atlantic up there. Well, we were able to like talk to Sebastian and Christian Anthony from Chase Atlantic. We got to talk to Emerson's girlfriend a little bit. She is the sweetest person ever. Oh my god. Those are all the times that I've met Palaye. Might have left out some stuff because I didn't write a script for this video, and so I'm not thinking clearly about which topics to cover specifically. But yeah, this was pretty much a good sum of it. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys whenever I make a video next.
Wake up, you'll be just fine. No, not this time.